Good evening everyone, welcome to another live, doing an Addington live this time. I got a mic, so I just recently purchased a few things. I got given a really good gimbal, and bought a mic, so this audio should be better. We'll see how we go. So that's the one. They started doing carving now. They were on Lincoln Road at the old Ducks Live, which has been numerous other things as well. It was a jazz bar at one stage. Well, I haven't got the gimbal tonight, I forgot it. So ADHD got me again, as it does. There must be a car park. It hasn't always been like that. Sneaky little car park there in Addington. Just doing Addington because there's a few places that have closed down recently. Sad to see, you don't like a business failing, but as the world we live in, they do fail quite a bit. That digital billboard doesn't get much grief, but there's a new one on the corner of Summerfield and Columbus Street that's got a bit of grief. That is a big one though, that shouldn't be in that suburb, but there's no real definite rules, I don't think. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes. It's not a cold night, it's not a warm night. There is a bit of a breeze about. A bit of a southerly. It's a mild southerly, because those southerlies, as you know, can get pretty bad. Empire Chicken have decided to pack it up, so they will be closing this branch down at some point. Bit of a shame. It was a new step in a new direction for them, because they were stepping out from Riverside, which is not a restaurant, it's a small restaurant, but mostly takeaway bar, whereas this was a sit-down. But the sit-down version has not taken off as well. But the garden bar at the back there hasn't really taken off as well, so they refurbished the place. The first one's in there since Cargo, Club Cargo, or the Cargo Bar, Cargo Bean and Scene. I believe it was a car wash before the crates. So that one there. Let me just clean the lens. Here we go. Sorry about that, folks. Yes, I bought a new microphone set from PB Tech. Don't go to PB Tech on a Saturday afternoon, people. If you don't like crowds, stay away from there, because there is crowds. Burger King. So that Cargo Bar used to also be another bar called the Red Bar. I think there was another spot too. There's another pub there on the old days, I think, from memory. The old bars I get a bit rusty on, but I do know that this spot here was the site of the original nightclub in Christchurch, what you would term a nightclub, rather than a bar with an half an hour's spot, which was Zanzibar, the original Zanzibar. And then Zanzibar opened up in Aikman's. It's now a Japanese restaurant, offices and gym. There's a few Japanese spots in Christchurch, yeah. Coffee Culture, but is it Coffee Culture? Yeah, Coffee Culture doesn't open late though. So yeah, the Zanzibar was quite a cool up-funk bar that was keeping up with the disco era. I think that opened up about 77, 78, and there's one that opened up in Prebbleton too, not long after. So there's a couple within short distance of opening each other. Town Tonic, that's closed on a Sunday. It's quite a good spot. I recommend Town Tonic just for a quiet date night during the week. Of course, big week for Christchurch with another, what do you call a modern day big spot, with Jolene, the honky tonk country western bar opening. their actually opening's up on a Friday night, but their main opening's on a Saturday night, so that's their night will be busy. I think they got a cover charge as well, so just be aware of that. I probably won't go because I'll be bunkering down watching the All Blacks. I might actually go along to the casino or the beer this time. I just didn't really have the punch to go out last night and stay out. That's the thing. Once you go out and you try to stay for the kickoff, it's hard to carry the momentum on. So see if I can do it this Saturday. Not too sure how, but I'll figure out a way. No more food trucks down Lincoln Road anymore. There used to be a food truck right here. It's quite a goodie. It's been different incarnations. The food influencers love doing it, but we closed down now. Is Afghan open? Afghan is not open. So if someone wants to update the Facebook page, they certainly can. It's not open. Open? No. I never actually tried that restaurant, but the food does look amazing. In the city tonight is country music night at the church. Rockpool's got a DJ on. Mickey Finn's got a bit of music. Little Fiddle had music. Kong and Boo's be the cocktail bar along with Austin Bar to go to. Paddy's have some live music, so there's a bit on. Sport's about to wrap up. Everyone's watching the West Tigers Roosters game because if Roosters lose, and they're losing before I did live, Warriors stay at the top, so there's a bit on. Karaoke at the Miller Bar, of course. That's the Miller Bar right there. 33 years going strong. Classic Christchurch spot. One of the homes of live music too. We should really point it out. Shell does a great job in there. So there's a bit on. Sunday nights are not too bad now. It's the Thursday and Friday night we've got to look out for. How you make a Friday night attractive is a bit of a quandary in modern day Christchurch, 2026 Christchurch. Addington Bar. I think they've just got new owners. I'm not too sure how long ago, maybe a couple months ago, but yeah. Jeez. It's a big bar, that's its problem. I think it's just so big these days. Unless you turn it into a pool bar, like you just stock up the pool tables, because that's something that's missing in Christchurch. Maybe you take that punt or not. It's a tough one, but Addington is a tough suburb. I don't know why it's so tough for. I think it's because each suburbs really struggle. Like you're thinking about Carlton, you think about Phillipstown, Addington, those areas kind of struggle. And saying that Riccarton doesn't really struggle that much. So it's a strange one. It really is. Pardon me. My mouth was clear, then I hop on, all of a sudden it's not. I think Peter Pishall's just closed because it's clicking on 7 o'clock. I think they've done their dash for the afternoon, which is fair. There's no point serving people when no one's going to turn up. Morrell & Co is closed. Miller Bar's gold, Nigel. One of our top spots in Christchurch suburbs. Kind of a destination point to itself too. Like, well, people go to the Miller, don't you carry on to town? They just stay there for the night, which is fine and dandy. But yeah, Morrell & Co. Big auction coming up at mainland auctions, so I've heard, around the traps. All that gear will be sold, and then there's an ATM there too, if people don't realise. And I believe once it gets up for lease, they won't be looking at hospo, they'll be looking at anything. So it could spell the end of another post-Craig spot. And Koji, Teppanyaki and Bar. Just a little FYI as well, this fish and chip shop here actually closes quite late on a Friday, Saturday night, either 9 or 10 o'clock, just depends on the mood. So either after fish and chippers on a Friday, Saturday night, it's one of the late ones. I don't think there's too many others around town, none that spring to mind anyway. But that way is Speightstown Junction, Spectators. You got the Black Horse and Bill's Bar, of course, and you go through that way. You got Celtic Arms, so that's kind of Addington live. I just want to mostly make people realise Morrell & Co is no more. Would have been interesting last night to see how it went with the stadium and all. Speight's would have been busy, I guess, because Embers and Ash didn't last long around here either. So Addington's a funny suburb, but post-Quakes, Addington was the place to be, but it's kind of changed now. So Pedal Pusher, Addington Bar, Miller Bar, Town Tonic, Empire Chicken will be picking up soon. And that's it. So hope everyone have a good night. Stay warm. I am a bit jaded because I stayed up and watched the All Blacks. I couldn't get to sleep about 6:30. But it was worth it. That game was awesome. That was a great game of rugby, even though the new laws get in the way. But everyone have a good night.